honey, I dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base.
57, come on. Watch the run.
Hey, Delta.
The run.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Turner, he takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 29, Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Go!
57 to Mike.
Clear.
57.
Now.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Let's go now. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 1st down, it's Turner. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
set up. 18 Gators.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Check safety. Check safety.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 23.
36. Fair.
Ricky.
Five.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
We go. 50, plant.
Here we go. Check 50. Check 50.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Turner, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Manning. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
Tight dog.
Check 31.
Six guy. Check 6 guy. Protein spill. Bravo.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Manning. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Kill, turn up.
From the 31, Jones. Oh, good move. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Complete to number 23.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
And watch your leg. Check 26. Hit it.
On first down, Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
Check.
Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
X3. 218. Chopper. Let's go.
Throwing Jones. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Atlanta.
A first down carry for Foster. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
10 yards on the pickup.
Foster on second down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Get it.
They'll run. Tomlinson.
Under 10.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Jones now going to throw on third and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They'll run on first down. It's Turner. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Let's go, baby.
Well, let's see who this is on.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Watch that in, got his right.
Hit it.
On first down, it's Turner. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Manning getting this into the hands of Turner. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Rush in.
Shift.
6'6", bullet high. Hey, exit. Go.
Manning going to try and throw on third down. Able to find Turner. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. They'll run on first down. Turner. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Fielded at the 20. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to try.
A shotgun handoff now, Foster. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to go for a big play now. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Manning, and that's complete to Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning, and he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Let's go now. 60 or.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Move. 3 down. 3 down. Check. Crunch. Now.
On play action. Now Manning. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 49. Pittsburgh. 49. Watch it. Hey, I want three.
2nd and 13. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Foster.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 24, Manning. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
I don't think you got it, son.
Big rip.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2nd and 3. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ready. 70, Indy.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Manning. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Rock it. Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
36. Too little, cut. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
6.
Mike, 36. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Watch 36 to Mike.
Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Sam on. 2.
Here's Manning to throw. They're looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. You got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Turner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Manning now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll go again with Foster. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Manning is going to let this go for the and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout